Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good afternoon. Before I start, I would like to invite Dr. Hema as the head of ECS committee to welcome everyone to the briefing. Right, so Assalamualaikum and very good afternoon, people. Welcome to the ECS briefing, okay, ECS Assessment Procedures Briefing. Now, I know that your PSC briefing will be conducted next week, but I think you should be aware that you have to take few courses under PSC, and there are 3 compulsory courses. One of the compulsory courses is ECS. So you still have TCM and design thinking. So as the name suggested, it's compulsory. So you have to make sure that you do sit for ECS. Okay, this is part of your graduating requirement. All right. So I think without further ado, I would like to, pass the session to Ms. Naima. Oh, by the way, this is the ECS team. Okay, we have Ms. Naima, Ms. Rika, the two, Mr. Izzat sitting there, and Mr. Reza. Okay, these are people in MyLinE at the Language Academy, Faculty of Social Sciences and Humanities. And we are the one who conduct ECS assessment. Okay, so I'll pass the mic to Ms. Naima. All right, as the slide suggests, is the assessment procedures briefing. Why is ECS, so eager to having this briefing as compared to other PSC, I guess, professional skill courses? Simply because unlike other courses, this is an assessment. So just like an assessment, it has a fixed date in which you have to sit for the exam or assessment. So unlike other courses that you have a duration in which you have to go through the course, ECS is two papers. You need to sit for both. And it's not optional. It's not like if I can take reading, I don't have to take speaking. If I take speaking, I don't have to take reading, which is wrong. That's not the case at all. Yeah, so it's important for you to know the procedures because of the fact that you have to first be prepared. Number 2 is that you have to know when, so that you know for a fact that you have to make time for the assessment. If you could not make it, that's it for this semester. You have to retake ECS the semester after this. Yeah, right. So it sounds very, strict because it's an assessment. Allow me to just explain to you the procedure and what ECS is all about for you to have at least a better understanding of what you will undergo later. Right. So the mode of this particular briefing is in FAQs, frequently asked questions, because we will post these questions all the time. So I'll be going through with you 8 frequently asked questions on ECS, right? Usually, students will begin with the question of how do I know if I am registered for ECS? A very, very common question. Okay, what will be the answer to them is that you can only check your registration status with your ECS PIC. Now, if your question is, who are the PIC? Right. Just like Dr. Hema mentioned just now, the ECS committee is subsumed under the MyLinE unit. So the MyLinE task force or the MyLinE unit handles the whole assessment, and we have a website that we do have all the information for you. So if you have not gone through MyLinE before, you may have heard it before if you have taken previous English courses. But if you happen to go through the courses without MyLinE, hello, this is MyLinE. So myline.utm.ny. I'm happy to demonstrate to you later, but for now, I'll just explain first, right? So on the website of MyLinE, there is this particular page. It's called ELSP at ECS. ELSP stands for English Language Support Program at ECS, where we parked all information regarding to ECS. We also have the list of PIC for your reference as well. Okay, for all the faculties, we have their names, contact number, and email. Contact number would be just their telephone, yeah, not personal phone. I think some of them are willing to share their personal phone numbers, but I think most of them have their office numbers, right? Well, at least when you walk to the academic office, you can straight away ask for the person. At least that's where the name comes in. Right. So, you don't want? I don't want. Just a moment. Keep on breathing. So, no worries. What was it? Oh, webcam is there. So it's not connected to mine. It's connected to them. Yeah.
Dia masih nampak tu je.
Okay, let me continue. All right. So that is the most important part. How do you know you're registered? Now, if you say a student came and asked, email at least, I did not want to register for this. I understand the freedom that you have at registering courses at your own pace, but usually if you notice your academic office, i.e. your PIC, would actually identify you as graduating students. Okay, so they are the ones who have to submit their names to us. At the same time, register your names to the AIMS system, where you can check for your PSC. Those are all PSC. There's a specific, not the AIMS that you see. I think there's another AIMS, then older version of AIMS, where all the professional skill courses are parked. So they need to register your name there. So it's systematized in that way. So if you were to ask me, I did not register, I could not answer for you, but what your PIC can answer is that we have identified you as a graduating student, so you should sit for ECS this semester, for example. So they can have the answer to that. We don't have the answers to that because all registration purposes and all things regarded with registration can only be answered by your PIC. Okay, so if you don't know your status as of today, you can send the question to them. You can post the question to them within this week, right? You can check with them. If I'm not mistaken, your PIC, the person in charge are really great people. They already prepared a name list for you. All you need to do is just have access to it to check whether or not your name is there, right? Decline. Anyway, right. The next one. Okay, this is the flow chart. Okay, the flow chart. If you can see it, okay, I know it might not be so clear. Allow me to just explain to you. So first of all, you check for your registration status. Okay, I've already explained to you how. Next would be contact the ECS PIC if you are unsure that you are supposed to sit for ECS this semester. Now, if yes, your name is confirmed and you know that you are graduating very soon and you would not like to be left behind, so the next thing you should do is join the ECS Telegram, which I hope that you have already joined by today through the Google form. Don't worry, we circulate the link almost to your, we have reached to your PIC, and hopefully through this we can reach out to you as well. Right. Before you sit for the exam itself, there is this prerequisite activities that is on MyLinE at ELSP at ECS. Now, it is not compulsory, but it is compulsory. How do you understand that? I like that everyone goes like, huh? Thank you for your attention, by the way. So we want to make it compulsory, but at the same time, it doesn't penalize on your marks. It doesn't have direct impact to your marks. It has a direct impact on your results. So by results, I mean that whether or not you can see the results. If you do not complete your prerequisite, we will withhold your results. Okay, but you have to sit for the exam, of course. Now, what is the big deal about prerequisite? Now, if you are all university students, you know how important preparation is for assessments and examinations. And ELSP at ECS has all the information for you and activities as well. They may not be directly the same questions, but they are guiding questions and activities related to ECS as a form of training. Yeah, so you have to complete them in the course of 3 to 4 weeks. So it starts this week. You can start accessing it up until the 3rd week. Well, no, up until November. Okay, I'll show you the dates for the exam. So supposedly, you should complete all the prerequisite activities before sitting for your first ECS exam, which is the written exam. Clear so far? Cool. Remember, those on WebEx and here, write down all your questions. I'm happy to answer them. Now, the second frequently asked question is that, is there any activities? Okay, I will talk about it already. Okay, the details of the prerequisite activities. Okay, there are 4 units, but the only units that you have to complete is actually unit 1 and 1, 2, and 3. Also, all 4, sorry. All 4 units because they are different topics. So the first topic is an overview. So everything under topic 3 are all the activities. If you notice, there are only 6 quizzes and 1 forum. And the forum, you have to participate with a minimum of 50 words. 50 words, yeah? I think by now you've written papers, assignments. You've written well beyond hundreds and thousands of words. What's another 50? Right? And it's not going to hurt either. All you need to do is allocate some time to complete all the activities under these 4 units. Okay, it is under topic 3. So it should be completed between 22nd of October and to 16th of November. So it will begin next week, right? Next week up until 16th of November. Okay, you can also check your progress. You can check whether or not you have complete or incomplete on your task based on the award of marks. If you're wondering how, we have actually prepared a short video on how to do all these prerequisite activities, but we will launch it right after this briefing in the Telegram chat. Right? Okay. Right. Move on first, yeah? Right. The third question is, what if I'm unable to attend my ECS assessments on the dates that are set for my faculty and school? Right. So, the dates I'll reveal to you later, but let's say you are unable to attend. So first of all, before we can say yes or no, a very, very, very kind reminder is that the assessments can only take place on the dates that has been set for the semester. We can't simply just book another date because there are other PS courses that have set their dates there. So we can't impinge on them. They have set theirs and we have set ours. So we can't just repeat the paper. That's why the consequence of missing your paper this semester is for you to sit at the next semester. So that's why. We're not doing it because we want to torture you. We're doing it because we share the same calendar as other professional courses as well, right? So first of all, there must be valid reasons. Second one, right? Okay. Valid reasons, for example, if you happen to be the representative of the university to official events. Like for example, we had those representing the robotics competition. I think there are sports, a lot of sports as well. As long as it is validated by your faculty and you have a letter that has been issued with your name and supported by the faculty and notified the faculty, then who are we to stop you? Because you might, be an important part in that event. Go ahead. But we have also received cousins' weddings. We have also received cousins' weddings. We have also received cousins' weddings, which in all three, we replied no. Twice removed, once removed, 3 times removed, cousins, sorry. I know they get married only once, hopefully just once. But still, you can still be there during their baby showers. Yeah? Don't worry, buy them a very expensive gift. It can, compensate for that. But I guess nothing should stop you from graduating. Yeah? So, and also medical reasons, of course. Yeah? We've had students who, accidents happen. We understand that. Right. So how do you process, how do you go about if you have a valid reason? First, you need to inform your PIC, right? The person at school, so that they take note that your name can't be for the exam. So they take note and we will know as well because you don't show up for the exam, right? So they need to know. They need to know. And we may slot you in for the receipt session. As for now, we have yet to have a date available for a receipt session. So what does that mean? If you know from your seniors, before this, there are receipt sessions, but for now, the rules have changed a bit because I think the I-League wanted to reduce the number of students getting left behind. So they want you to sit for what has been set for you. So might as well go through with it. Yeah. So unless those with validate reasons, we will see the number of people, then we can set a receipt session upon approval by I-League. Right? So again, failing to also attend the receipt session. Let's say if you had, medical reasons before, and then you have gotten better and you are sitting for your receipt session, but you can't make it as well. Unfortunately, you will have to sit for it next semester. Okay, right. I guess this is a question. Yeah? This is a frequently asked question from you. Hopefully the question is answered. Okay. The next question will be, how will the ECS writing assessments be conducted? As I've said, there are 2 components, writing and oral interaction. Okay, the first one, writing. So the writing, there are a few procedures. First is pre-exam procedures, right? So what do you need to do before the exam? First, the date is 18th of November. I know that it falls during the convocation week, right? It falls under the convocation week. Now, if you happen to be on duty for convocation week, some people are on duty, they volunteer for convocation week. I suggest that you need to see the time. Okay. If your seniors have informed you before, previously we had 4 sessions for writing, but this semester we have reduced it to only 2. Because even with 4, students are confused. So hopefully with 2, it's easier to manage, not just for us, but for you. So if you can't, usually it's not a choice. We have allocated based on the number of students from each faculty. So you will know when. We will have all this information given to you on Telegram. Okay, but it will just be one day, morning session or afternoon session, right? And only attend the assessment. Yes, if you have, if you know that you're from, let's say, FTIR, oh, that's KL. So, which faculty are you from? Shout out. So, Sharps. Okay, let's say Sharps. Your turn is morning of 18th of November. So when you log in into a system, we will give you the tutorial for the system as well. It's not MyLinE. It's another platform for your assessment. It's called the ECS Student Dashboard. If you enter and you can see the question, it means that it's your slot. So if someone else from another, let's say afternoon session, is trying to access the question in the morning, they can't. Because the questions are only tagged to the person who's supposed to sit for the session. Get what I mean? Clear, yeah? Clear. So only everyone would have access, you still can't see the question because the questions are piled or tagged with the person who's supposed to sit for that session only. Right? Because you can search for your names and matriculation number in the dashboard system, but the question will only be shown to the candidates during the exam itself. Right? So until there's any changes, we will have all the updates in Telegram. Okay? But for now, only the thing you need to know is only attend the assessment slot that you are given. Third, you are encouraged to check your status. Later on, we'll give you the tutorial and then you can do that. Okay, each student can only upload their completed answer script one time into the system. This one, if there's any update, as for now, it stands like this. You can only upload once. Now, I think I should make this clear. Previously, we have a lot of problems during the exam where when you saved the script, because you need to type your answer in a Microsoft Word application on your own devices, up to you, whatever device that you use, you need to type your answer out. Type. Why do I repeat myself? Because it's not writing. Because we have had candidates who wrote and type are two different actions. I think by now you should tell the difference clearly. We're able to do that. So when you write and then you take a picture, you paste it on Word and then upload, guess what? The system is going to reject it. Sometimes it goes through, but when we screen to turn it in, it will reject your script. What happens if your script is rejected? You are no longer counted as a candidate for ECS. It means you automatically fail your writing. Because your scripts have to be screened in Turnitin. And Turnitin should be able to read your script, not just your lecturers and your assessors. The machine has to read it. So if you put up a picture, they will see it's a good picture, but they can't read what's on the picture. So remember to type your answers out. Part A, there are two parts to the question. So if you want to know further, go to ESP at ECS. Each part is explained and there are guides on how to answer each part there as well.
Nanti ada
So part A and part B in one Microsoft Word document. One.
18 November.
Page 1, page 2, part. After you answer, upload only once. And I would like to repeat this 3 times. Save
Tapi dia
your
type lah, bukan
document
tulis.
on
Dia
a
type.
place that you can easily access, like your desktop. Let's say you have a very messy desktop. I would suggest you create a folder where you can park your document. Why is it important? because we have received too many complaints and too many worries from students that they have accidentally uploaded the wrong file. And you know what happened when you can't delete it? We have to do it from the back end. We have to remove it and then let you know. You know what happened then? You will surpass your time limit. Because the time limit for ECS writing is 1 hour and 30 minutes is just the grace period for you, given the, we are giving the benefit of the doubt that your internet is not cooperating with you. But only 1 hour and 30 minutes, that's it. The moment it goes beyond that, you will be considered as a late submission, even on a technicality. Right? Even if it's a technical issue, we still consider that as a late submission. And late submissions have a direct impact on your marks. Clear so far? Thank you. Cool. Right. On the day of the exam, all right, here, previously, what we have done is that we post the question on MyLinE and also Telegram. Okay, as I said before, we try to reveal the questions inside the system itself. But like I said, for now, the decision is the question will be revealed on the site. Okay, if, for example, there are any changes, we will let you know in the Telegram. Is that okay? Right? Don't worry. As long as you join the Telegram channel, you will receive the latest updates directly from us. Directly from us. Right? Okay. I think I've explained this just now. The examination is only 1 hour and only prepare one document with both your answers for part A and part B. Okay? Cool. Now, what are some additional notes? You can see, we will circulate that very soon. I think it's might be already available in Telegram. The important dates for ECS candidates. The 10th of October is today, the assessment procedure. Prerequisite activities is 22nd to 16th of November. Writing is on the 18th of November, just 1 day. And oral interaction, there are 4 dates here. So don't worry, you don't need to sit for all 4 days. So your slots, when you are supposed to come in, you will be notified through Telegram as well. As for now, we are still calculating the logistics for it, right? You don't need to sit for the exam or sit for the assessment face-to-face. It's fully online. So you will be joining WebEx platforms. Which WebEx platforms, what day and what session, all will be announced in the Telegram, as well as we will disseminate this information to your PIC as well. So your PIC will be in the know as well, right? Okay. Now, okay, that's the timestamp, right? Is there a format? Okay, this is the usual format, I would say. First, there must be your name on the script. Must be your name and your metric number. I know taking assessments or taking exams is very nerve-wracking. We have had cases where the names do not match the metric number. I think it's just the nerves. The candidate actually wrongly typed the metric number. Their own metric number, wrongly typed. We had a good day looking for the student, through the system, and we found out it's just the difference between a 7 and an 8. It's okay. Things like that happen, right? So make use of the time given. Instead of coming in late for the exam, come in early, access the system, make use of the full hour given to you to answer the questions, right? So save the document as your metric number space full name. Now, what if I'm really sorry, miss. I'm really sorry. I wrongly named the document. Is it going to be accepted? Number one, calm down. Okay. Number two, the good news is when you upload your Microsoft Word document onto the system, it automatically rename your file to your metric number. The right one. Okay. It's okay because when we see the document, it's 007 and then inside is 008, we just got a bit confused, that's all. But usually we trust the system more than ourselves, at least for now. Okay, so that's for writing. Before the exam, make sure that you look at the ECS dashboard so you can be familiar with it, right? We will give you a tutorial on how to do that, and we will make sure we do that very soon, before the day of the exam, of course. So always tune in both at Telegram and also complete your prerequisite activities where we have the tutorials part there as well, right? And then on the day of the exam, be early so that you can check your access to your internet as well so that you can see the questions, right? If you have any question or, worries on that day, I think we will think of a way of how you can communicate your questions to us. We will think of a way, don't worry. Yeah, we want you to finish with we want you to be finished with the exam. We don't want to see you many times. Okay, just once. Now, after that, after the exam, after you finish both part A and part B that you have typed out on your Microsoft Word document, upload it and make sure that it's the right document. Right, I'm moving on to the next assessment. Okay, done writing and now oral interaction. Now, how will the oral interaction assessment be conducted? So everyone will be distributed, not everyone, the faculties will be distributed within the 4 days. Now, it will be done synchronously on WebEx. Synchronously, what does that mean? You have to be there, it's not recorded. So you have to be present on the WebEx platform. And then for your session, let's say the morning session, sharps, group 1 until group 35 has to sit for their assessment Monday, 8th AM session, on the 8th of December, morning session. So all of you have to come in. Whoever, group 1 until group 34, everyone has to come in on the WebEx platform where the lobby managers, we have lobby managers, what do? They take your attendance. They want to make sure, and also they can help you check your camera, whether or not it's working, and your audio, whether or not you can be heard. Because if you can't be seen or heard, then we are unable to assess you. So now will be a good time for you to allocate some of your scholarship if you happen to have cameras that are not working or microphones that it's not working anymore. Right? Having those two things are important. Now, if your question is, what if my camera happened to switch off during the assessment? I will cover that later. This moment. Okay, so important thing is your device should be equipped with a camera that can see your face and audio that you can be heard clearly. Right. Usually the number of people in one group, the ideal number is 4, and we have given this instruction to your PIC. So your PIC will only group you 3 to 4 people in a group. There will be no groups with 2. 2 is a conversation. It's not a discussion. Yeah, 2 people is a conversation. So a minimum of 3, a maximum of 4, right? Okay, that's the first one. Secondly is your dress code during the exam itself. We have had students wearing cap, no caps allowed. You might be doing your exam at a cafe. So, you have your hair, not nicely done. That will be a good time to comb your hair. What else? Make sure that you don't have to necessarily wear your metric card. We can't see it. As long as we can see your face nicely, proper dress code. Yeah, UTM dress code. Make sure the virtual background is not your laundry. Yeah, we've had more than once with your laundry behind you. It's hard to focus on you when we can see your laundry. Don't give assessors distractors. Yeah? Be very wary of what's behind you. Find a good virtual background. Even if it's blurred, make sure it's blurred. Yeah? It won't be flying into your to the fore. Okay. So find an appropriate location as well. Don't choose the bathroom. I know it's nice acoustics, but just don't do it there. Okay? Find a proper place that you can be heard, and a nice place, because the acoustics is fantastic in the bathroom, but it's not a great place to discuss things. Yeah? So do not choose an appropriate location. Hopefully without a lot of distractions. If you happen to go to a cafe, make sure it's a quiet one, not a busy one. If you are looking for internet connections, ensure that you have stable connection. Oh, we have had a lot of students have sat for their exam in their car. It's okay. Just don't have your laundry as the background. Okay? Or you can use your car to hang your laundry. Just don't make the laundry as the background. That's all. That's all we're asking from you. We do not want to see your laundry. Yeah? Whatever that you want to drive behind you, right? We have had students speaking from their cars, and that's not a problem. It's not distracting to us. We just know it. But it's okay. It's acceptable, right? If you feel that is where the most stable connection of internet is for that day. So contact your group members. Okay, like I said, 3 to 4 people, right? So your PIC has already set for you who you are having the discussion with. So the groups are set by your PIC. So what do you need to do? Contact them. I understand why we had these problems before this. We really hope that there will be no more problems like this. But before this, when everyone was at home, when we had the classes mostly online, we don't know the existence of each other. So most of the time, one person might not be able to be contacted, just, in the wind, we don't know where they are, they're AWOL somewhere, we're not sure where they are. Hopefully that now the students have been made compulsory to be on campus. Hopefully you can find them face to face and tell them, hey, have you checked the list? What list? The list for oral interaction ECS. Do you want to graduate? I want to graduate. Please don't make me not graduate. I want to graduate with or without you. On a serious note, on a nicer note, come, let's graduate together. Easier, right? More friendlier tone. Come and let's graduate together, which translates to don't you dare sabotage my graduation. Yeah? So you can translate in so many words. Find the people, identify who they are, and then, hey, get ready. You can even, don't share the camera though. You can sit together, but don't share the camera. Like, can we just share together? You want to share your lives too? No. All right, because there can be distraction where the other person can't be heard. You can't be doing this all the time, right? You can't. The microphone is just permanently located there, right? Unless you are a full-fledged influencer, you have those things, things. I'm not aware of that, but if you're creative enough, you can, but don't share the camera. Each of you deserve your own stage, at least for the last time with UTN, because we don't want to see you ever again. Right, so contact your group members ahead of time. Okay? Okay. Now, of course, this is the next question. What if I can't contact my group members? First and foremost, immediately inform your PIC. And that what would be great is that you email your PIC and CC. You know what CC is, right? CC in email. If you don't know, look it up. Right? CC ECS psc@utm.my. That's our official email, so that we are notified as well that one of the group member is vacant. Why is it important for us? Because should there be another problem or another occurrence where out of the 4, 2 can't make it, at least the 2 people in another group can be slot into yours. So we can do very quick arrangements, so that we want to maximize the number of people taking the exam as much as possible on the dates that are set. That's our main purpose, I guess. Main purpose is to have as many people be done with the exam as much as possible, right? So, but first, stick with your group members first. And if you happen to know if they can't make it, inform earlier. Okay? Right. Oh, I've come onto the end. That's great. Okay, why is the ECS assessment status different than other PSC courses? All right, just like Dr. Hema has mentioned earlier, this is an assessment. If you notice, the age, if I'm not mistaken, yeah. So ECS is a 2-paper assessment. Upon completion, you will get a DL, not a DH, because H stands for hadir lulus. You have to be present. Yeah, it's course, right? They have a duration. You have to sit throughout the course. That's why you have hadir lulus. Ours is daftar lulus. You register, you complete both papers, we have your levels, you complete. So our status is different than other courses. So if there is any problem, if you notice, oh, why DL? Why isn't that the same? As long as you see the L for Lulus, that's good news already. Right? That's good news already. That means that you have completed. We have a record of both your oral interaction results as well as written. Now, of course, the $120,436 million, not ringgit question is, when can I see my results? Of course, that's, you want, unlike other online courses, right? Unlike online courses where you can see the results immediately, you have to know that for your written exams, we have to do a bit more work with them. How? We need to engage outside, well, assessors, English assessors, to mark your, it's manually marked. It still, there's a human element into marking your scripts. So you can expect to look at the updates of your results by the end of the semester. So before you reach the end of the semester and you realize that you have not sat for either of the exam or assessment, contact your PIC. Okay, you still have time. Do not wait until the end of the semester only to say that we were not informed. I guess that's a bit irresponsible for graduating students. Yeah. So, oh, there's 9. I'm so sorry. So that's the practice is all on ALSP and ECS. Okay. But we have sample questions as well. So what are the important takeaways for today? Check your registration, complete the prerequisite, and contact group members before the exam for your oral interaction. And of course, sit for the written exams, yeah, on the 18th of November. So mark your calendars, tell your loved ones that you love them on the day. Love them enough to let you sit for the exam for just 1 hour, right? Okay, so yeah, so we would like to look at any questions. Thank you very much, by the way, for your attention. I mostly put almost everyone to sleep, but not the front ones. Right, question. Do we have questions in the Jamboard, Miss Rika? We do. Just a moment. I need to open up the Jamboard. Oh, oh no. Is the Jamboard link in there? This one. Hey. Again? Where is my thing? Okay, cool. I need to take this up for a while, yeah? And I need to stop the, just a moment, people. It's not over. Let me just stop sharing. I've stopped sharing, right? Okay, okay. Am I sharing my screen? No, right? I'm not sharing my screen, right?
No, Doctor.
Oh, so many questions. Let's go. Share my screen. Cool. Right. These are the questions that have been posted in Jamboard. Thank you for the questions. I'll try to go through them one by one. Is there a certificate that will be given to us? For this semester, we can't promise because we are now in the process of aligning ECS to CIFA, so it becomes a validated one. We are working in the process while we do this exam at the same time. Hopefully, if it all materializes by the end of the semester, maybe you can. But for this semester, we can't promise. We will have all the things at least finished and a certificate, a real one that can be a reference to your employers. Maybe. We can't promise, but we're definitely working on it. But for UGS, there is. For undergraduate studies, for UGS, there's. From ECS,
All right, so the question on certificate, UGS will give out the certificate. So after you have completed all the PSC, including the electives that you have chosen, they will give out certificate with the list of PSC courses that you have completed. Okay, so it's just one certificate with all the list of PSC courses. Okay.
Yeah. So I hope that was what you mean by certificate, yeah? If from ECS to show your competency in language, we can't promise from us, but we will definitely try. Okay, can we have some example questions for writing an oral assessment, like past year questions? Good question there. They can all be found on ELSP at ECS under topic 4. Yeah. ELSP at ECS on MyLinE under topic 4, we have previous past questions. Okay, how do we know who our team members for oral assessment? Like I said, your PIC has already set and grouped you into the groups that you need to be interacting with for your oral interaction. Usually, they will have them available, I think, through the means of, for example, some PIC will open the contact through WhatsApp group, some on FB, your faculty FBs. And at the same time, I think we're not sure whether or not we can make the information available because there are other information of students on MyLinE, but we have yet to do that. But what's for sure is that the PIC will have a hold of it. Like, for example, I think, Faculty of Management, they printed out the list and pasted it on the board at the faculty. So since you're physically on campus, you may want to refer to your notice boards and bulletin boards on your at your faculty. Next, as long as we attend all the assessments, we'll pass this subject, right? Thank you for the question. This is definitely a course, a professional skill course that you need to attend, and not just attend, you have to sit for, since this is an assessment. Attending means that you just come for the test. You have to answer the test. I'm sorry if I'm being very technical. I do not want to be, misconstruing you with false information. You can't just attend the assessment. You have to complete the assessment in order for you to get daftar lulus. Yeah, you can just come and be pretty, not good enough. Yeah, you have to complete both assessment. Okay. What time for writing exam on 18th of November? Good question. The session, I didn't put in it. Okay. The first session, the morning session is 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. The first session, the morning session is 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. And the afternoon session is 3 to 5:30 p.m. 3 to 5:30 p.m. So we will let you know which faculty have to sit for morning session and which faculties have to sit for the afternoon sessions. Yeah. So it's just 1.5 hours of your time for Saturday. So please make yourself available for it. Okay. Wow, so small. Adai. I'm so sorry. I know. I should invest on better glasses. Will the candidates will be able to know the theme or topic of the oral interaction before the date of the oral test? Good question. No. I'm kidding when I say that. The topics or the assessment for ECS, the themes and contexts are all professional related contexts. So issues at the workplace, issues on graduating students, on graduate attributes. Basically, they will be on the topic of graduating students and also professional contexts. So basically those two. Okay. What's behind the red one, yeah, Miss Rika? How do we know our PICs? Okay. I'm gonna take this time to do it, yeah? Is my internet sabotaging me again? I should have my internet, right? Because it's okay. We'll get back to you. We'll get back to the question first. Right. I'm going to continue first. I know time is limited. Is there any method to check my registration status myself? Oh, such an independent student. I like you. Whoever posed this question. Good for you that you want to check on your own. You can, if I'm not mistaken, you can check the list of registration based on whatever other professional skills course that you're taking this semester. I believe it will also show if you are sitting for your ECS. So there's a D next to it. D, not the D failed, but D means that you have been registered. Daftar. So the list will appear in the list of professional skill course. If I'm not mistaken, it's slightly a different web than your AIMS, right? It's all the professional skill course that you need to register. So if I'm not mistaken, that's the website that you can refer to if it appears on your, we call it transcript, is it? Registration slip. There you go. Is the prerequisite activities unlimited attempt? Yes. Unlimited. Just do it. That's it. Complete it. However, forums, you can post as many forums as possible. But if you're going to be smart, I know how UTM students can be smart. What if I post one post, 10 minutes, second post, 10 minutes, third post, 10 minutes? I have five times 10. Madam, do the maths. Thanks. Do not underestimate my maths just because I'm an English teacher. I can do basic maths. But guess what? The system is not as smart as me or you. It will immediately give you marks if you have one post, a minimum of 50 words. Yeah, one post, 50 words. Not one post, 10 words times 5. Do the maths. And don't ask me to do the maths. It's the system to do the maths. Okay? Can we register by ourselves? No, you can't. You can only be registered by your PIC. Hello, hello. Can you create a flow chart on the what we need to post it on Telegram? Sure thing. We have the workflow already, and we will post that in the Telegram soon. Thank you. For the oral interaction assessment, can we change the date to other dates among 8, 9, 15? Oh, do you want to change dates? Okay. Here goes. There can be a chance of that. There can be a chance of that. How? There are two methods. Two methods, yeah? The ones who's listening on WebEx, there are only two methods, and two methods only. Number one is that if you are the one, if out of the 4 members, you are the only one who wants to request for another date, while the other 3 members are fine with the original date. So you're the only one. You can either request personally to your PIC, CC ECS, and your other members, yeah, write a formal email and tell us why you can't attend, okay? And then the 3 of them can still sit for the exam because a minimum of how many people? See, basic maths, good job. 3, they can still proceed. Or method number 2, you convince your group members. Remember, this is already on your convincing skills. B2 minimum. Yeah, CIFA level B2, exit that one. Okay, convince your group members, all 3 of them, to agree to move to a different date of your choice. Let's say you're supposed to sit on the 8th. I can't do the 8th, man. I mean, I can't. Okay, so when can you do it? 16, we got 16 eh? Okay, I can only be available on the 16th. Can you guys, help me out? I want to do it with you guys. I don't want to do it with no one else. Okay. You will write an email that have all your members saying that all of you agree to be moved to another date, and then we will move you to another date. So, but then there is one question. What happened if your 3 other friends have done the assessment and you're the only one? You said just now, miss, it's not a conversation or a public speech. Then how am I supposed to sit for the exam? Very good question. How smart UTM students are nowadays. And guess what? If, well, push come to shove, we will try to find candidates for you. We'll try to find people who are willing to talk to you. Don't worry, we just want you to graduate. That's all. Of course, given there is a very valid reason behind that, of course. Yeah? Okay, done? Where am I? Where am I? Where? Okay. I still don't understand how to check on ECS registration status. Simplest way is, wait, let me check MyLinE. Just a moment. Sorry. I don't know. Am I disconnected? Can you still? No, okay, no. First, if you, I think the simplest way is to have your friend accompany you to go to the academic office, ask for your PIC. It's simplest way. Am I registered? She will answer, or he or she will answer your question. Yeah, I think we have the list already. We can just post it in the Telegram group, channel. Okay, is this course hard? Well, you're asking a language teacher what hard means. Let me just say this. There are a lot of factors that factor into an assessment. You are graduating students. Exams supposed to be expected. Being able to sit for exams is something that should come almost naturally for you after almost 7 to 8 semesters of undergoing university education. Exams should be something that is there. So if you're talking about how hard it is to sit for the exam, let me just say this. You look at the prerequisite activities, and that would be your best judgment of your own competence and ability and how ready you are at sitting for the assessment. Because there we have the questions for you, for your preparation. You're the best judge of your own ability at this point. Because our job as assessors are just judging your then competence and ability. We're not there to remedy, but looking at your readiness. We're not curing it. Yeah. And you have to know at whatever performance that you did for your ECS, that's a good reflection of how ready you are for the workplace as well. So if you ask me, is this course hard? For some who are prepared, who came prepared, it's not hard. But for those who are not prepared, it will be the hardest day of their lives. Simple. Again, why FKA students from diploma do not have their name registered? You may want to ask your PIC. Yeah, we are only the managers of ECS. We receive the candidate's name, we prepare the test, and we administer the test to you. The registration managers are your PIC. We are the assessment managers. Okay. Is there any other way for the attendance? I cannot log into my UTM account. You can just use your email. Use your email account. As long as you have your name and your metric number clearly stated there, hey, go complete the attendance form. Will this ECS course be conducted online? It's not a course. It's an assessment. It's an assessment. Will be conducted online, fully online, both writing and oral interaction. What is the differences between WET and EAC? I feel like, wow, like I'm applying for a grant. Okay, sir. Are you ready for the answer? Okay, WET is Malaysian University English Test. It's an entrance exam. It's to see your ability to perform at a university setting, which you have gone through many, many aeons ago. ECS is an exit test. It's to see whether or not you are able to function at the workplace using English. So that's why we only test your productive skills, your writing and your speaking abilities. Because those are the two abilities that are the most important at the workplace. Whether or not you are able to read, you have to quote, you have to listen. That's on your own. But at the workplace, those two skills are important. Okay? Will the recording session be shared in Telegram channel? Yes. When is the date for the ECS assessment? Oh my God. Check the Telegram, you will know. The result A, B, C, D, or band 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, I feel like I'm applying for a grant. Question number 9, it says daftar lulus, the end. But remember I said that we are in the process of preparing a certificate to show, at least for you to prove to your employers, hey, I'm at this competence, you can hire me. Okay, so in there we have levels 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So for each level, there are descriptors on your ability. So should we happen to successfully have that prepared for you this semester, then that will be a good one for you. But if we are not ready for it yet, at least we will have it available online for your reference. Okay, at least look at the descriptors, right? So it's not ABCD, it's daftar lulus. Okay. Is it will be passed this course if oral result not good enough? Mashallah. Maybe due to nervous. Now, as I said before, you low battery? Yes. Okay, coming. Low battery. All right. For oral interaction, it's the same. Whether or not you're nervous when you're writing or you're nervous when you're having your oral interaction, it can be the same. It is part and parcel of sitting for assessments. What you do now, okay, Google this word up, and I know most of you know this word already. It's called resilience. It's being able to recover under a lot of pressure and difficulties. As graduating students, you can't look at my, they are. All right. Resilience should be already developed by now. You're graduating. You don't have time to be buckled under pressure. The workplace is out there to eat you up, chew you and spit you out. Come on. You're supposed to be workplace ready, honey. Come on now. May I know during the written assessment, it's online, so do I need to prepare my camp that day? It's not like the assessment that usually we did online, right? We have like, we can proctor. There's a proctor. No, there isn't any proctors. We fully trust you. As long as you read the question, answer the question, save the question in the right format, name the question properly,